Welcome to Cosmic Compass, where we explore the wonders of space and unravel the stories written in the stars. From distant planets to rare celestial events, we take you on a journey to understand not only what is happening above us, but also why it matters. Tonight, let's turn our attention to one of the rarest and most beautiful spectacles the sky has to offer: the great conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and imagined what it would be like if two giant planets seemed to almost touch each other? That rare sight is exactly what happened on the 21st of December 2020. Known as the Great Conjunction, it was one of the most spectacular alignments between Jupiter and Saturn that we have seen in centuries. We often hear many different claims about these events, some a little exaggerated, others slightly misunderstood. So let's take a closer look and uncover what really happened during this extraordinary moment. Great conjunctions are not a once-in-a-lifetime event. In fact, they occur roughly every 20 years. But what made the one in 2020 so special is just how close the two planets appeared in our sky. Normally, Jupiter and Saturn shine as two bright star-like objects visible to the naked eye. But in December 2020, they came together closer than at any point since the year 1623. Even then, that alignment was hidden by the sun. To find a great conjunction so visibly close, we would have to travel back in time to the year 1206, almost 800 years ago. Of course, this doesn't mean the planets merged into one. Even to the naked eye, they remained separate points of light. But the closeness was striking. Through a telescope, for example, both Saturn and Jupiter could be seen in the same field of view, something truly extraordinary for any observer. To understand this better, let's step back and view our solar system from above. A great conjunction occurs when Earth, Jupiter, and Saturn line up in space. Because Jupiter takes about 12 years to orbit the Sun, and Saturn about 29 years, it is only once every 2 decades that their paths bring them so close from our perspective. What made 2020 unique was how narrow their separation appeared, just 6 arc minutes. To put that into perspective, imagine holding a small coin at arm's length and comparing its size to the sky. That's how close these two worlds looked. For them to overlap completely in our sky, known as an occultation, we would have to wait until the year 75 and 31. The last time that may have happened was nearly 9,000 years ago, around 68,586 BC. So while close encounters are fairly common, true planetary occultations are staggeringly rare. Now there's another fascinating twist called a triple conjunction. Planets do not simply drift in neat straight lines across our sky. Instead, as Earth overtakes slower outer planets like Jupiter and Saturn, they appear to move backwards for a short while, a motion known as retrograde. This creates small loops in their paths against the background stars. If a great conjunction happens during one of these loops, then from Earth we would see Jupiter and Saturn meet not once but 3 times within a single year. The last such triple conjunction occurred in 1981. Although 2020's event wasn't one of those that still captured global attention, especially since it happened so close to Christmas. Many even called it the Christmas star. Johannes Kepler, the famous astronomer of the 1600s, once suggested that a triple conjunction around 7 BC may have been what people described as the Star of Bethlehem in the Bible. It shows how throughout history these alignments have often carried symbolic meaning, whether viewed as omens or signs of great change. Speaking of symbolism, astrology has its own interpretation of these events. Now, astronomy and astrology are very different things, but just for fun, let's mention what they say. Astrologers saw the Great Conjunction of 2020 as a moment of drastic change, since Jupiter and Saturn are said to represent very different qualities with little in common. And after such a turbulent year, it's easy to see why people might look to the skies with hope that this alignment could symbolize a brighter future. But what about the practical question? You may be wondering, how could you have seen it. The good news is that this great conjunction was visible from almost anywhere on Earth. Shortly after sunset, if you looked to the western horizon, you would have seen two bright objects near the moon. Those were Jupiter and Saturn. Their position was low in the sky, so the best views came from open spaces or high ground, away from trees and buildings. Only for about an hour each evening did the spectacle last, making it feel almost like a secret meeting between two cosmic giants, just for us to witness. So, there we have it, the Great Conjunction of 2020, an event that reminded us of the rhythms of our solar system, of history, of culture, and of our own place beneath the stars. These rare alignments show us that while life on Earth can feel unpredictable, the universe above follows its grand and steady dance. And sometimes, when we take the time to look up, we find not just science but also perspective and hope. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed exploring this celestial event, don't forget to subscribe to Cosmic Compass for more stories from the cosmos. Until next time, let's keep looking up together. Space has a way of reminding us how small we are, yet also how connected we can feel to the vast universe around us. The Great Conjunction of 2020 was more than just two planets passing by. It was a reminder of cosmic rhythms that outlast generations and of the timeless human desire to look up and wonder. If you found this journey inspiring, be sure to subscribe to Cosmic Compass for more explorations of the cosmos. Together, let's keep searching the skies, asking questions, and discovering the beauty of our universe. Until next time, clear skies and keep looking up.